Good evening to each and everyone. It's your boy GFC Garvan back with another video. Back again with another video for you guys on Premier League show. We haven't did a Premier League show since the season start. Most of Chelsea video. So we're back at it again. What a Premier League weekend. People, tell me how much you love this Premier League weekend. What a weekend of Premier League football. Man. This Premier League weekend. What a weekend of Premier League football. My bad. I didn't know I got my yes, people. As I was saying, what a Premier League weekend. This weekend of Premier League football was magnificent. I saw a Premier League game, two Premier League games that played this weekend was out of this world. I can say three, because the Tottenham game too. That was like a game of history, man. What a weekend of football. This is what we call the beautiful game. This is what we enjoy, my people. My people, this is magnificent weekend of football. We're gonna break it down real quick because we're not gonna be too long on this video. We're just gonna go through some of the result real quick. I'm just gonna tell you guys some of the scores, just in case if you haven't watched, the first game of the weekend. Then we're gonna go into the big game. That's the Man City Chelsea. So this weekend you got the first game of the weekend was Wolverhampton was at home against Tottenham Hotspur. And Spurs spurred up again like always. They would take the lead early on in the game like they did against Chelsea and then throw it away in the last 2 minutes of the game. So Wolverhampton 2, Tottenham Hotspur 1. And then we move over to the next game because we're gonna stay a little bit long on the last game of the weekend, which that's me, my Chelsea right there. Manchester United versus Luton. Luton played really well in this game. They were just unfortunate. They haven't walked away with a point or the 3 point. They weren't that bad. So Manchester United won, Luton 0. Then we'll move over to Arsenal. Arsenal versus Burnley, where Arsenal walk away with a 3-1 victory. We're going to move over to the next game where we probably stay a little bit. Crystal Palace versus Everton. What a game. I don't know if you guys get to watch it, but what a game. This game was magnificent. If you wonder why I'm on the hoodie, guys, I'm running outside as soon as I finish this video. So on outside is kind of catching that cool and cold time right now. So but the Crystal Palace versus Everton, it was an end-to-end action. This game got everything from 1 down to 1-1 to 2-1 to 2-2, and Everton nick it in the late stage of the second half. But what a game. This is what I call the beautiful game. This game was magnificent. This game was an unbelievable game. We move over to Bournemouth versus Newcastle. Bournemouth should have walked away with a 5-0 win on this one. Honestly, that game, they were on top. They were playing Newcastle out the park, and normally we don't see that from Newcastle. Newcastle is one of the most organized teams in the whole entire league, and I was a little bit surprised the way how they come out and they were playing, but be fair to them, like a victory is just a victory. So the game against them against Newcastle and them, all kudos to them. They did what they got to do. 3 points is just 3 points. It doesn't matter if a team got 10 injury, 11 injury. Like that's not on Bournemouth. That's on Newcastle. So they do what they got to do to get their 3 points. Aston Villa versus Fulham. Um, I didn't watch the game, to be honest, because I was watching the West Ham Nottingham Forest game, so I didn't watch it, and I was clicking in and out on the rest of games. But Aston Villa walk away with a 3-1 victory, which Fulham, I don't know what's wrong with them this season. They're not on it like they were last season. So I don't know what's going on right there. Because last season they put up a better fight and they were more hard to break down or to beat. So I don't got much to say on that game. Brighton, Sheffield United 1-1. That was a game where kind of surprising a little bit because everybody expect Brighton to walk away with that victory right there. And move over to the game. I'm gonna go to the Liverpool game, but Mo Salah again show why he's one of the best in the league. Give him all of his credit against Bradford. They beat Chelsea, so they're not a easy team to beat. But Mo Salah is a different ball game. He's more technical than the Chelsea players. He's gonna always put away any little chance that he gets. So you have to say that Mo Salah, he led his team right there again to victory. That's Salah do. Because Salah do what Salah do. And that's Salah. Salah take his team to the heights. And I don't know how Liverpool going to replace him if he leave next summer or anytime he leaves, because this man bring goals, he bring this team on his back, to be quite honest. Sometimes some people say Steven Gerrard is the best player that ever put on the shirt for Liverpool in his days or something like that, but you have to put Mo Salah in that conversation. Mo Salah win the Premier League, and if Liverpool to clip Man City, I'm gonna say he is for this last probably 30 years. I'm not gonna say ever because Liverpool have some greats, and you don't even want to go there because Liverpool dominate back in the early part. So I'm gonna say for the last decade, half a decade, for the last 50 years, or probably 30 years, because Liverpool go 30 years without winning the title. I'm gonna say Mo Salah is the greatest player from that generation on. Not gonna disrespect the legend, the people who make it possible. All the players done back in those days that were the man. So I'm not gonna go back there because I didn't see much of that era. But for this era, I'm gonna say he is Liverpool's greatest asset, to be quite honest. Too bad Chelsea sell him too early, didn't take the chance or didn't believe in him. So that's on them. So the next game we're gonna go to is the West Ham Nottingham Forest. What a game. I don't know if you guys get to watch it, but that's a game that you need to keep your eye on. Man, what a game. This weekend is showing me that it's one of the best weekend of football, soccer, whatever you want to call it, the beautiful game that we can ever watch or we can ever see. That is a magnificent game. As again, it was 2-2, it was 2-1, and it keep on coming back till someone nicked the winner. Now we're gonna go to the big game where we're gonna spend a little bit of time on. What a game to end the last game. What a game before the international break. What a game to end the weekend. What a game to call a Super Sunday game. This is what I'm talking about, people. For the last couple of weeks, months, they haven't given us nothing no quality. Some of the fixtures and some of the matchup and team that they put for the Super games, Sunday games, they didn't ready. This is a game that we all can sit back and watch and say, wow, this was magnificent. This was a game that Man City go 3 times ahead. 3 times ahead. Take the lead 3 times. And what a fight back from Chelsea. I'm going to do a video on this probably tomorrow or one day in this week, that a lot of people is underestimating Chelsea. A lot of people write Chelsea off. But guys, I'm going to tell you something. Chelsea are cooking. I don't know what they're cooking, but they're cooking something. And if this dish turned out to be delicious, for the next 10 to 12 years in the Premier League, watch out, guys. That's all I got to say on that one. Chelsea are cooking something. You remember The Rock used to say, if you smell la 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 la, what the is cooking? Chelsea are cooking something. I know a lot of people have Chelsea in the trenches, but trust me, don't write them off for too long. Chelsea buy a lot of young players, but I'm going to do a video on that too. And all of that is for a reason. I'm going to try to break it down and explain it to you guys why I know for deep down inside, I know why Chelsea get all these young players, because all of this is for a reason. All of this is not coincident. All of this is planned. And all of this is planned for the next 5 to 6 years to start reap towards 10 years time. So people, don't be surprised. Do not write Chelsea off, because guess what? Chelsea are cooking something. And as I said, if you smell what Chelsea are cooking, this game was off the hook. But to be honest, Chelsea come with a natural health warning, destructive. Because if you're not prepared for Chelsea, you probably have an heart attack. You probably have a stroke. You'll probably like this season for Chelsea and last season is a roller coaster. I'll give you guys a little story. My fiance to be was right here watching the game with me, and I have to take my daughter home, because guess what? I couldn't watch the game with her because she cheered for Liverpool. And I ain't gonna tell you, man. I thought the pressure was so on that I had to leave the house. This game, I'm telling you, man, if you got health problem, don't watch Chelsea game. Honestly. Chelsea game is for the fittest. The fittest and the fittest only can survive. What a game. What a comeback. What a result. Honestly, this game was a roller coaster. Credit, I'm going to be giving credit because I'm a Chelsea fan. So that's why I'm going to stay a little bit longer on this topic right here. Give credit to Cole Palmer. I've been watching Cole Palmer since he at Manchester City. And I used to look closely, not about his movements or nothing, but his close control. He reminded me of a young Eden Hazard. But Eden Hazard had more flair, skills, wherever we want to put it, but this Cole Palmer is very good on the ball. He got a vision. I didn't know his vision was that good. I know he can play, to be quite honest. I see him. I've been watching him because I like to watch young players. And He remind me of a young Charlie Musunda. But the thing is, Charlie Musunda just didn't live up to the expectation with those knee injury that he get, and that's what I think messed him up. But Cole Palmer remind me of that player. Visionary. I know he come from Man City because you can see that is a player was watching a lot of Kevin De Bruyne because trust me, he always looking for the pass. It seems like he just built a steel cage around his heart, where he's just like he's a very hard player to break down. Like know that he's in Man City Academy since he was 8, and to step up, even when the player was trying to knock him off and to hold his composure. Like this player, in a good way, is a assassin, a soccer assassin, a football assassin. Slot it home really well. And I'm gonna say Kransgrat. A lot of people are gonna say Marco Corella, but if you're gonna name a man of the match, it's gonna come down to few players. Gallagher, we probably don't see what he do. Wish I did a video on it the other day. But Gallagher, look at how he works. Look at how he pick up his player. Look at how when we lost the ball, how we pressed so all the players can get back in shape. Look on the work that he do. Like I keep on telling people, stop saying that Gallagher is not a Chelsea player. Gallagher is a Chelsea player. Look on his movements. Look on the way how he works. Each time we lost the ball, he pressed so the opponent don't get time to settle and pick a danger pass. He pressed so our player can get back in shape. And as a midfielder and as a collective team, you need someone in your midfield that can do the dirty work. You don't need everyone can be pretty on the ball because that's not gonna help you. He's not technically gifted like rugby or Makaleli or John Obi Mikel or you just name it, the Contes, but his work rate to cover the pitch, to press players, to either let they turn back or to go side to side so his team can get back in shape. Enzo can do it. Caicedo probably can do it. But you need someone like Gallagher. He's not technically gifted, but his work rate. And in every good team, you need that work rate. Just like when Chelsea, when we were dominant, we got Michael Essien. If you notice, we got Frank Lampard that can get around the field and get about here and there with a little more gift and a little more talent. But we don't need Callum Gallagher to score goal. We need him to work to make team to make team uncomfortable. You can't let team get comfortable on the ball. You need him to be uncomfortable, and that's what he do. That's his job. His job is to go out there and run around, press people, let them make mistake. Even if he don't win the ball, but watching his running, his movements, and look how we move, look where we go. We have to look on those little details. Like, look when we lose the ball. Look what he do. Look where we go. Look on the position he pick up. Look on all the players fall back, back in shape, and then we go again as a unit. Look on all of that work that he do. He's a very vital player for this team. And he's a player that's going to take this team to a different height. And a lot of people don't see it. And a lot of people just look on the prettiness of the football. Oh, you can beat one or two men there. But as a man that played the game since I was a kid, it's not about talent. Cristiano Ronaldo wasn't more talented than Messi, but he's a more hardworking player than Messi. We have to look on all of those little details. Gilberto Silva. Look at Gilberto Silva. Who can tell me, any Arsenal fan can tell me that Gilberto Silva was the most talented on the ball? Gilberto Silva, I'm a Brazilian fan. Gilberto Silva was a destroyer. And anyone that tell me that he's not a destroyer didn't watch the game. He is a destroyer. He destroy everything that come in front of him. Patrick Vieira was the man that can stride across the field with his long legs. But Gilberto Silva was a man that can do all the dirty and the clean-up job. And that's what he do. And that's what he bring. So we have to modify the game the way how we see it and the way how we see it. Don't even look on the eye test like, oh, it's not that skill. It's not that. That's not about the game. The game is about a teamwork. And every link have to work together. You have to be like a train. If you got a bad link, it's gonna break. So what what he's doing for the team, it's really a good thing for the team. And I think this team gonna go far away. I just think that we just need to stick with the players, support the players, stop the negativity on social media, let the players strive. At the end of the season, we can see nothing, then we can say, okay. We can say, oh, the team didn't perform well, but give this guys time to keep on getting the work, to settle in and do what they're doing and do what they do best. But today was a fantastic game. Today was what I'm going to say. The players put their heart and their soul out there today. And you can see it for the last couple of games. The player been putting out everything out there. For the game we lose against Beckford, I will blame that on the coach, because he showed them too much respect. If he did go with a formation like today with wing backs, I think we would have won that game. But as I said in that video, it's time for the coach to stop chop and cut now. It's time for him to stick to what he sees from the Arsenal game. Go back to the game today. We can see that we're building something right there. So all we got to do is continue on that path. So I will say, continue the journey, because we already on a good road. So Pochettino, do not go back to center back as a right back or a center back as a left back. Use our wing back. Marco Correa is in form now. That's the Cucurella that we buy, and that's the Cucurella we think we're gonna get, and that's the Cucurella that we all Chelsea fans see at Brighton and love. So right now, you can see he's up for it. He's closing down his player, like he's on them. They can't turn, and a lot of people don't realize that Cucurella is not a player that give anyone a break. He's on them. He's in their face as they turn. He's right there. He's spicy. He's a spicy player. He's up for it. And that's what we want. We want to keep his momentum, because honestly, we love Ben Chilwell. But now we're going to have to be looking and thinking about, we're going to sell Ben Chilwell and get another left back. We're going to keep Maxwell, but he don't fancy him Maxwell as a left back. So now we're going to have to think about Ben Chilwell, because he's not playing good. That hamstring keep on going, and we can't have both him and Reece James. But right now, we got Gusto that can back up Reece James, and Gusto been playing really well. And I love what he's doing right now with Reece James and Gusto, because at least Gusto is still getting games, so Gusto will still have his momentum. But Reece James have Duco lock. He been picking his pocket. He was in the crowd. He was just picking his pocket in and out. And that's the truth. Last week he got what? He got 1 goal, 4 assists. And I heard everyone on social media was like, "Oh, he's gonna cook. He's gonna cook Real James. He's gonna cook Reese." Reese James show why he's the best right back in the world. No doubt about it. And that's what we're looking for Chelsea to be doing for the last couple of weeks. We're looking for Chelsea to be up in people's faces. Stop showing the little teams respect. They don't respect us no more. So now we have to earn back our respect. We have to make people start to respect us. Because those little teams think they can come match up with us because of last season. So what now we got to do? Stop showing them the respect. Start to go back in their faces. Start to demand and take back over London. Show why we're the greatest team in London. Show that we are the pride of London. Show the people that why Chelsea are Chelsea. And that's what we can say. We are the only team in London that got Champions League trophy. We're one of the most decorated team for the last 20 years in England. Show the people why Roman Abramovich spent all those money while we were growing, why we take over England, why we were dominant, when other teams been falling in and out, and people been blaming the ownership, which I'm going to do a video on this. But people have to understand, sometimes you have to take a fall to come back stronger. Remember that. Life is not all about winning. Sometimes you have to take a massive fall and do a fast and quick rebuild. If you be like Manchester United, not throwing any shades on any team, that keep on adding one good player here, adding one good player there, it will take forever. So I'm nothing what the owner did. I'm not going to blame them. Sometimes you have to clean house to start fresh again so you can start to build quickly as possible. It probably take a little time for everybody to gel and everybody to understand each other, but sometimes that's what you got to do. And Chelsea did really need that rebuild. It will be like Manchester United when they were dominant under Sir Alex Ferguson with Gary Neville and Philip Bart and Paul Scholes, Beckham, the Neville's brothers, and Roy Keane, all of them. And what they did, when Alex Ferguson left, Alex Ferguson bring almost all of those players in one time through the academy. And what they did, they dominate. They win multiple trophies. So that's what we got to do sometimes. Sometimes you got to let it play out. You have to start all over. And that's what they did. And that's what I'm not going to blame the ownership. We really did need a new set of midfielders. We can't find another DJ Drogba at this moment, but it's fine. We're finding ways to score goals. Jackson, one problem I see Jackson got is because he's trying to get too much involved in the game by linking up plays and dropping deep and trying to. Sometimes I understand, but sometimes you have to stay still and ride the last defender. Stop dropping deep and try to make those long runs. By the time you reach to the box, while you pick it up, you have to be catching your breath to fire. Look at Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland don't drop deep. Erling Haaland stay around and fish around until the fish hit the net. And that's what he do. And that's what Jackson need to do. And that's not all the time. You're going to have to drop way back. I know you want to support your team. I know you want to be involved in the game. But sometimes you have to pull away from the pack. Sometimes you need to pull away to get your result. Just like what you did today with that goal, you weren't so deep. You were closer to the play. So as soon as Gallagher hit that ball, what do? You pick it up. You're the first one there on the spot. You're like the detective. You pick it up, you slap it on. That's what I'm saying you need to do. You need to sometimes stay as closer to the last defender. So any mistake you can bounce on it. And that's all you need sometimes. Sometimes you need to bounce on it. Stop thinking you can control a game by all over the pitch. While you've been running here and there, you have to catch your breath, brother. I know it's hard to say because you want to be involved in the game. You want to touch the ball. You want to move because that's your game. But sometimes you have to take your game away from your own self and do what's best. And what's best sometimes is to make the defender see, oh, I make 3 4 drop back in the middle of the pitch. So at all times they think you're gonna be that player. And then sometimes you have to know when to stand and make your run. Look for it. Go for it because we're creating a lot of chances. So it's not like we're not creating chances. We do creating chances. So sometimes you just need to make the defender stop thinking you're going deeply. Because when you go deeply, you can't be the one that's gonna bounce on it up on it. You just need to stay where you are. Give the defender something to think about. And that's what I think is one of our main problems to break down low blocks because you're dropping too deep. You need to stay around the central defenders. You need to let them think. You need to give them headache. You need to let them think who's going to pick you up. You know, sometimes you have to make some move across the line. Stop trying to drop through the middle at all times. When we're playing against low blocks, stay where you're supposed to stay. Let the ball come to you. Don't always try to go for it. Sometimes let it come to you. So that's on Nicholas Jackson. Thiago Silva. What a 39-year-old player. What a player. What a fantastic header. That deflection, I will say sorry for that one. You know, I can't blame you on that one, but what a player. What a player. Who can I give man of the match today? I don't know, because all the players was on it. Every single player, the goalkeeper, we can say is the man of the match. Thiago Silva, the sassy. What a game. What a game. I love what I'm seeing, guys. I love what I'm seeing. I love how my team is on it. I really love how my team is on it. I want to shout out to the coach today because he got it spot on today. He really does. Really got it spot on. But today, I just want to tell you guys, it was a magnificent game. Love it. I love what I see today. Hope we can do it after the international break up against Newcastle. So the next game where we play, it's gonna be on it's gonna be Saturday, November the 25th at 10 o'clock against Newcastle. Come on, you Blues, we can do it. Guys, remember, if you're watching this video, please like, share, subscribe. Please leave a comment in the comment section. And I promise I will read every comment and I will reply. Thank you guys for your support. You know, I need 8 more subscriber to hit the 400 mark. 8 more, guys. Come on, support your boy. Thank you, guys. You know, I want to see if by December, by Christmas at least, 500 subs. So thank you guys for watching. You know, and this is your boy GFC Garvan. And remember, stay positive at all time. Be positive, and all good things will come your way. You know, remember, please like, share, subscribe. Share this on your Facebook. Share it on your YouTube. Share it on every platform you guys got. You know, give me a support. Thank you guys, and peace. You know, represent Chelsea and the Reggae Boys of Jamaica. You don't know. Home, live in the United States, but that's my home right there. You know, so thank you guys for watching. Remember, like. Oh, my trophies right there. That's for Thanksgiving. A lot of fun, a lot of games. You know, if you're watching this and you know where I'm at, this is a place you want to be for Thanksgiving. You know, I mean, so thank you guys and peace. Remember, like, share, subscribe. I'm out.